So now that you've gotten your first client, you're gonna have to keep your promise to them so that they refer to other people, they keep paying you. Truthfully, if you can nail this piece, you will be massively successful in business. And so HubSpot actually has a very underrated tool that can help you with this so that you can build an incredibly successful business. And it's called the service function. And so there's two tools that I've actually used for my business, and they have changed the way that I've worked. They've allowed me to build a team that handles the service for clients, and it's really empowering in a couple different ways. So let's start with the most basic way you can start using it. First, you want to go to Conversations and click on Inbox. Now, I would not recommend this for a company that is big. That being said, when you're in your first early days, you're handling everything in the business. And so you need to know when things are due, when you're how much work you have, when work comes in, all of it. And there's a lot of ways you can do this, but let's start with the basics. So first you want to click email. And now what I would highly recommend is you build like a support at, or you can even forward your email to the support at. And that's what I do for my business, and it has made a big impact in how much I am on top of my clients. I am helping them, and I am providing incredible service for them. And so I would recommend going to Gmail, forwarding your personal business email to support at, because truthfully, before you hire that first employee, no one's going to see any of this. It's just for you. But if you do it at a support at, then you can, as you add that new employee on, you can direct, clients to that inbox, and you can have your employee help you with servicing your clients. So what I would recommend is clicking continue, hooking up the support at email, and then I'm going to jump to, I'm going to use one of these emails. I don't really want to. All right, so I'm going to jump over to a blank one so that I can show you, just because all my emails are already connected to something. But it'll build out that inbox, and we can start looking at some of the features here. So I'm going to jump over to a demo that I can show you. All right, bye. All right, so I'm going to use my spam folder just to show you this experience. This isn't what it looks like because, again, this is all spam. But it will first, filter out all the spam so that that all goes into the spam folder. I don't look at this often, and I delete it pretty regularly. But this will show some of the features that you can do. So this is a shared inbox that you can add team members in. So as you have a virtual assistant, or you have a new team member, they can start replying from the support at email, and they can start helping out clients really quickly. So you can say, hey, I'll handle that, and be right on it. And you can click send from there. You can also, it's not showing because I have spam on, because I don't want to show too much of my client stuff, but you can actually click insert and click any of these options. So in this situation, because it's spam, I can't do templates. But in templates, you can say, hey, here's my W-9. Here is me saying how long this is going to take. You can send a meeting link for a customer. You can send a video. You can send a lot. And so there's a lot that you can do just out of here. And what that'll do is it'll free up all your time so that you can, one, bring on new team members to work in the business so that you can work on the business. And it'll also just make it very visual on what deadlines you actually have. You can also build these filters. So in this case, when I get back in on Monday, there's 3 threads I need to respond to. There's 1 client I need to update. And it's very easy to track all that inside of HubSpot. The next great piece about it is it will automatically send any message that you've said is not spam, and it'll automatically build out these tickets. And so what's great is you'll have who it's for. In this case, I'm just going to build it for me. But you'll be able to say, oh, that came in from email. And here's the responses. Here's the emails that are coming in from everyone. and you can even attach it to a deal or a person so that you can say, oh, this is what project it's tied to. And there's some really cool things you can do with this, and I'll show it to you in just a second. So some of the easy stuff you can do, just basic, is you can move it through the pipeline. So let's say that they're waiting for us, right? And we sent them. They sent back a message after we sent that first initial message. So how it usually works is it's a new ticket that you need to handle, and you can do this with projects too. Then from there, it'll be that you send an email and you're waiting for the contact to get back to you. Or alternatively, they sent you an email and it's waiting on you. And there's actually some automation you can make there as well. And then finally, you'll close it. What's awesome about this for a business owner is that when you close these, it will track how long it took you to reply to your customer. So if any customer comes back to you and is like, you're not giving us great service, you can pull up a report. You can say, hey, we've replied to you in the first 2 hours on everything you've ever sent us. Additionally, same thing with closing. Let's say you're tracking how long a project's taken you. You'll have that data. And then you can get really incredible data for your business. And I'll show you how I've used it in just a moment. So for us, we've basically built out tracking for this, a little bit more advanced, but I just want to show the power of tracking the work you're doing, is that we actually have like a service level agreement with our clients of like, hey, this is how long these things tend to take. And what you'll notice is it just has gone down in terms of the tickets that we've not responded to in a certain amount of time. And in terms of, our service has just gone up. So we went from a little bit of service being like 14% off. And as we've brought a team member on, our reply rates have been through the roof, right? We have none that we've missed. Same thing with closing out things on time. We have a little bit that we can work on, about 8%, but that's pretty good. And I would never have that information if I didn't build that out really early on. It also gives it by owner, so we can see how the team's working on it and see averages by team member on replying to clients and closing things. So you'll have all this data. And the one thing that I have found incredibly valuable is I've actually been able to take it a little bit of a step farther and give me one sec to find this. I can see how much or what type of things I'm working on the most. We can also see, let me find it real quick, a forecast for the week. And I think the last one is, I'm trying to find a good example of this. This has been one of the most game-changing things for my schedule by far. And it's been that I've been able to see when clients need me. And what you'll notice is that Wednesday's our busiest day from a support perspective. And so we've been able to schedule both my life and our employees' work around when things are most busy. And so we've actually kind of taken Friday so that we can focus on internal stuff. We can work on strategy, and same thing with Monday being pretty low. As well as we've also gotten to see what percentage is really high priority. You'll notice that Friday there aren't a ton of high priority stuff. Thursday there isn't, but on Monday there's a lot of priority. And so I've been able to structure my entire week around this. Friday I work on strategic stuff. Tuesday, Thursdays I do meetings, and Mondays and Wednesdays I work on clients. And so this is where this has a lot of power. You could even do it from a hour perspective, so you can see how to plan your days. And so that's freed up a ton of time for me as I've looked at how I schedule my business. So I hope that you've started to see how you can use some of the free tools in HubSpot that you do not have to pay any money for to help with improving fulfillment for your company and start building a business that doesn't entirely rely on you and still provides incredible service to your customers. All right, I will see you in the next video, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.